Welcome to the Albion TV War Reports, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is the 2nd of February 2021. I am your host, the Shozen One, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera. We are currently on a 15-minute delay, so if you have reports of action, just go ahead and whisper us in-game. You can get Robin Hood at Robinhood GM and me at the Shozen One. All right, Robin, we're currently hanging out here with Syndic, and it's a little quiet now. It's like a lull. It was kicking off a little while ago, Robin. What's going on?
I wouldn't say kicking off. I would say full-blown warfare. Like I came in on top of them at 1:15, so half an hour ago, and they haven't stopped fighting since. But of course, as soon as we go live, they're like, "All right, boys, let's pack it. Let's wrap it up here. We'll give it a couple minutes." But we saw what Elevate completely wipe out Blue Army, and then PoE came in with Pro Wakajaka and Scoia'tael, and they wiped out AAA Alliance, so One Punch Man and Chinlin Sin, and then Raid showed up, and they held one of the desert maps, and the rest of Blue Army that regrouped came in along with all of PoE, and they had a battle, and they got wiped. And it's just been battles everywhere around Arthur's Rest at the moment. It's coming in, nice clump onto the northeast side. The return's coming in, though. This M3R group doesn't mess around. That was a nice return engagement onto the front line of Blue Army. But look at this clump here. The Alba Bows piercing through that clump. The Armor Pierce landing on top as well. King Mojo and the boys looking for a return engagement onto the tower. I believe this tower's defense is down. They're actually, M3R just defended the territory here, so that's going to make the mage respawn and the tower lasers re-enabled here, so it doesn't allow Blue Army to fully push up. Maybe buying some time here for M3R to get reinforcements into the zone. They're not a guild to mess around with. They know what they're doing. They're a great merc guild. They're pretty good at ZVZs. So Blue Army needs to be careful here. Don't take them as a joke. Camland coming in on their front line, but it's not going to be a follow-up here on that engagement. It's a level 1 tower here, so the guards...
Not that tough, yeah.
Not that great.
You can deal with it. I mean, it's not a bad situation. You don't want to leave them just hitting on your back line forever, but you can stand there for a bit and not worry about it. And the mage isn't the most brutal guy in the world. You can take a few shots. It's not like it's a level 4 or 5.
Yeah.
On the other monitor, I have the CR guys smashing down one of the One Punch Man hideouts that is under construction. So that's almost 5%. It's done.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, they don't last long under construction.
Oof. Yeah, they go down pretty quickly. You have to defend those if you want to keep them up while they're under construction.
And on to the next objective.
What's that, a free 10 mil?
Yeah. I'm surprised M3R hasn't re-engaged when Blue Army's focused
right, when they're fighting on the mage.
Here we go, actually.
Absolutely.
We may see something. It's only going to be a wee tickle on the front line. A lot of defensives, though, getting burned by Blue Army. The Innomatic staff onto Mojo as they try and focus down that mage. They are wasting quite a bit on this. They need to focus that mage down. I'm surprised the DPS isn't just fully focusing on the mage. Demon armor also reflecting a lot of the damage output. There we go. Finally seeing some demon armors getting used there. But that's going to force a lot of heals coming down on the front line. M3R should be able to counter on this if they so please. There comes the Grovekeeper. Not enough DPS follow-up. One piece of DPS to come in there. The counter Camland comes in, though. Look at that group coming in on the northeast side. Bit chaotic here.
Yeah.
M3R, I'm expecting them to swing.
They didn't, yeah. They're kind of like just getting whittled down here. I don't like seeing when guilds get put into this position and don't take a shot at it. If you just stand here and spend your time healing and running in circles, you're going to die slowly. And it's the worst thing you can do for morale. What you need to do, just go in there, take a shot, or find a direction to flee from.
And there goes the mage. There goes the deletion. And just like that, I mean, you know it is coming. And like you said, Why just stand around and wait for it to happen when you can at least have a chance? You may not think that you might wipe the blue army group or whoever's
No.
attacking you, but there's a chance to take, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 with you. I mean, the
Yeah, or
mage
even
is
get out. You
there
have
for a
an
reason.
opportunity to get out too when they're fighting that mage. Take a group of guys with some heavy CC, have them pound, have the rest of your guys run through and try to get out. Maybe save half your force or a third of your force. That's better than everybody dying.
He rotated to the southwest, and he's going to catch all of Scoia'tael off guard, along with Hammer and Sickle in that engagement. They're looking for a return engagement. Look at those defensives down for Raid, though. Enigmatic staffs, Judicator armors, the heals were on point. Momono and the boys not losing anybody on that engagement, and quite a few members of Scoia'tael and Hammer and Sickle hitting the ground there. Now we're seeing CIR coming in down the road, but Raid choosing to take the hilltop here. Good play. They also have the territory to their back end to fall back into if needs be. But they're going to be collapsing on top of that clump of PoE on the road. Look at that massacre. The Ava bows, the crossbows,
Over the
the
hip.
beams are all raining
Wow.
down. It is a bloodbath down in that canyon. Oh my god.
I was
But look at
worried
this,
about the positioning for Raid here as they have nowhere left to go. And I was like, if they throw out all their cooldowns, they're going to be left with nothing. They did a great job hitting that bomb, but now they have to back out here and find somewhere to go before PoE regroups and crushes them with numbers.
Yep, they're falling back into territory. They have
Good
some
idea.
mages up
That's
here.
where you wanna go.
They can, look at this, bait up the hilltop. Maybe a little bit too soon on that engagement, but the Avabows and the Brimstones still connecting over the wall here. They should have waited just a little bit more. I think PoE wanted to fully charge up that hilltop. And look at this engagement coming on the eastern side. There we go. Finally, the streamline of PoE come crashing in from both sides. It's going to be a meat sandwich here. Raid looking to choose the western side. Momono, I don't know what that was.
He was trying.
Yeah, nice returning damage output there. Look at that clump onto PoE, but more PoE come charging in. Actually, CIR doing friendly fire there onto Scoia'tael, I believe, on the western side. Only one or two members.
There's
a
a bit of a CIR and Scoia'tael crossfire here, but it's not so bad as it looks like there's very little Raid left comparatively to the PoE coalition, and it's just a matter of time until they wrap this up, I believe.
Yeah, getting pushed back onto the tower. So level 3 tower, so a little bit more of an oof when it comes to
Yeah,
guard.
you don't want these guys hitting your healers. That's true.
No.
3, 4, 5. That's start getting to some difficulty there. 5, you really don't want on your back. You have to make sure you kill those and clear those.
Yep. I don't know if Raid are going to have reinforcements here, or if this is just going to be a slow, painful death. But PoE aren't giving them the chance to
Queue updates
regroup.
in a minute, and yeah, you're right. PoE isn't giving them the time to wait for reinforcements, and they're going right in. And Momono at least is taking the right look at this and going, you know what? Let's hit them instead of standing around the tower. And he gets a bunch of those kills you were talking about. Make use of it. Use your mage. Use your tower. Get some extra kills. Take advantage of your territory. Don't just wait in the back until they pick you down and take you one player at a time.
Yeah, but he needs to be careful as well. You see PoE are spread all around the top end of the tower as well. They need to be careful they don't get bombed. Obviously, a little bit easier considering the Mist Piercer was nerfed today. The range going from 30 meters down to 23, I believe?
24.
24. Okay, it's still
It's a
quite a
6
bit.
meter
And
nerf.
look at that.
Oh, look at this. This is brutal. That's a lot of dead Raid.
Yep.
And we'll need a new tank. I believe Syndic is still on the field.
Yeah, I'm staying free roam for the time being just to check out the north end here. There's still quite a few members of Raid left.
Yeah, pinned
not
up
gonna be
against the
enough.
tower, though. I don't think that there's much that they can do if they don't push out. They need to make a play, or we'll see the same thing that we saw earlier today, where they'll get whittled down and just eliminated. Momono is very good at making sure he gets the most out of his guys before they all die here, but he did die, so he's not there telling them to make the leap.
Yep, and as we are saying, look at this full push now onto the tower. It's going to be all she wrote here. I believe Raid. A little bit of a return engagement on the eastern side. Not going to pick up anybody, though. one or two members of Raid getting picked off in the back end as the Avabos stream in from 0 Point and Hammer and Sickle. That's going to be it.
That's
one or
it,
two
yep.
members left. I am hopping around. Still got massive Zergs on the move here, even though it's 3 minutes past the timer.
Well, those guys in Raid, most of them are already re-geared and are already on their way out of Dark Burrow Snag. Very quick re-gears from these guys. They've been in this position before. They're already going to where their next objective is. Though at 23 minutes, what is the next objective?
I don't know. Trying to get that battle board win, maybe?
They already lost that.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much else to go, but there is nothing else to go for. You are right. I mean, Momono is re-geared with his men in Dark Road Snag on the southeast door. Black Order also here.
Maybe
as
there's
well.
a fight going on and they're going to back it up?
Could be. I mean, they all just overcharged. All of Raid just overcharged.
Okay.
And they're zoning in.
We will stick with this for a little while and see what's going on. Usually about now is when we would call it, but they overcharged. We'll watch that.
Yeah. PoE, though, it looks like they are pulling back here. One or two members still getting picked off. It looks like CIR, they're all mounted. Who's this to the northeast side? That's Black Order. Okay. So Shiro, if we hop on Shiro, he's buying time for the rotation for Raid to come in. That's why they're all mounted doing loops around the map, like the Grand Prix. Like, So I believe in the next, it's either now or in the next 30 seconds, Momono and that whole group of Raid will be zoning in.
Okay.
And Shiro.
Well, there is a group up here near the door. I see a lot of skulls popping up, and I would imagine that is the skulls of the entering Raid group, right?
Nope.
No,
it's from the northwest side.
Yeah, okay. I see skulls in the northeast. I'm not sure what's dying here.
I think it was one or two members of Black Order.
Black Order, yeah. Yeah, there's a beetle about to die here from Black Order. What's this guy's name? Deco Polo going down and losing a beetle.
Yep. For Wakajaka, it looks like Shiro's holding the hilltop here. Reinforcements for Raid coming in on the southwest side. PoE surrounding the hilltop here. It's a very strong position to hold on top of this hilltop. Loads of long, narrow choke points, and you have the hilltop advantage as well. I'm wondering if Momono's going straight to the action. He is indeed directly into Hammer and Sickle. So hop onto Momono.
On him now, and he's already engaged with Hammer and Sickle right here.
Yep.
That was a very quick re-gear, very quickly getting his guys back out on the field, worth every penny.
Yep, and it's going to be a bit of a back and forth at the moment. PoE obviously need to stabilize and try and figure out what they want to do themselves. Black Order still holding the hilltop. Momono needs to fall back and not overextend his Zerg too far away. Looks like PoE going to get clumped here. Raid going to get clumped here on the choke point. Count9 comes in. There comes the follow-up damage. Permafrost connecting. Are we going to see a return engagement here by Raid? Looks like the front line. No, the backender is still getting pummeled here. DPS just raining in over the top on top of the Raid group here. Count9 does connect. Scoia'tael coming in on the northwest side. Magdapuk making his presence felt here with the boys in Hammer and Sickle as Momono lost half of his Zerg, maybe even a bit more. They are getting a regroup, but the pressure is still applied here. 0 Point coming in now. Hammer and Sickle as well. Here comes the engagement. Inertia ring right on top of that clump. No DPS follow-up, though, on that engagement. Looks like the Raid boys are going to be fine. 0 Point whiffing their engagements there with the Avabo, not even hitting one person. Momono looking for a return engagement onto the clump. Can he find anything? This is when he needs to make something happen. Permafrost does connect. Inertia ring coming down. The return, though, looks like Russian Guild and Hammer and Sickle find their clumps. It is such a chaotic back and forth. But look at this. Syndic coming around the flank, northwest side, comes in with the whole entire group of CIR. Not impactful enough because they're scared of friendly fire onto Hammer and Sickle. So Hammer and Sickle actually saving Raid there on that engagement. Momono, though, looking very dwindled down with his Zerg at the moment. As he's gone from what was it, about 40 people that zoned in to about 8. I wonder if Shiro is still alive. Shiro is still alive, and he is in the thick of it on top of the hilltop, switching over onto Emir Shiro. Holding his ground here versus, I believe it was Scoia'tael. Yes, it was, that are getting cleaned up here. The remaining members going down. Hero looking for another engagement. He's going to be coming down, though, off the hilltop.
Nice
Actually
clump off
hunting
the
down
side
the
on
lizard.
the east. Oof.
Yeah,
Momono
sure.
getting a nice engagement here. Not a lot of guys, though, for that engagement. He needs to regroup with the main force and find a front wall here.
Yeah,
There he
Shiro
goes.
also looking what he can find here. He actually does find some members of Raid.
Yep. So they're at least together now and can make a singular force. You know, if they can split up and not get too much overlapping damage, and they don't want to right now because they are the smaller force. Even when you combine Black Order and Raid at this point, PoE has seemingly a larger force.
Yep. Shiro, though, comes steamrolling in. Doesn't want to leave
Wait, who's getting the
CIR out of his sights. Here comes the return engagement, though,
A Russian
onto
guild's
the
coming.
front line of of Black Order, shall I say. Russian Guild are flanking around
Yep,
the
they're
northwest
flanking over
side
around
of
the
this.
west and going northwest over the top. They're going to be hitting Raid from the backside in just a moment.
Yep. Quite a bit of soak happened with that engagement for both sides, actually. I'm going to switch
Good
back
flank by Momono. He goes in and he cuts off Hammer and Sickle. Gets a great clump and follow-up. Those guys are all dead. Momono is going to keep his Raid men alive for at least a little bit longer here. Here comes PoE and Russian Guild as CIR comes in. And good catch by CIR, and they're going to make Momono pay for it. They were without cooldowns from that engagement, and they're going to lose 2, 3, 4 guys from Raid. They do regroup farther over to the west as they are trying to prepare themselves for... Wait, is that 0 point? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, obviously, Momono trying to shift away just a little bit from Black Order, because Black Order directly to his eastern side. That's going to be a nice, juicy clump there, but that's going to be
Wow.
Black Order in that clump.
Yeah, Black
a little
Order
bit of
got
friendly
taken
fire.
down a little bit. I don't think Black Order lost too many guys from the friendly fire. I think maybe 1, but all the CIR in that group are dead.
Yeah, but look at this. Black Order now mounting up, and they're on the chase. PoE looks like they're crumbling here. Raid obviously getting reinforcements within a flash from the northwest side, from Darkbro Snag. Momono's looking pretty solid. Mactapuk on to the northwest side. That's a Robinhoodrs Grovekeeper engagement there.
Yeah, I saw that
Good
one. That was
attempt.
just he was just making sure his E still worked.
Yep, just got to test
Gets
it every now
sticky
and then.
sometimes. Gets sticky sometimes. You got to make sure it's ready. Keep it loose.
I'm wondering where Syndic is. Syndic is that blob on the map all the way to the
Yeah,
southeast side.
they're
They're retreating.
sprinting. Yeah,
They're gone.
I think the cluster Q came in and kind of gave them the shaft, if you will.
I think so. I mean,
They had the player numbers until more and more of the raid group started entering during the queue, and then about halfway through that engagement, it just flopped. Very good positioning though by both Raid and Black Order. They did a fantastic job putting themselves in position to succeed there, but the cluster Q played a role for sure.
oh, 100%. And I mean, even though we didn't get to see much of it, props to Shiro and his strong Russian warriors holding the hilltop and deleting Scoia'tael by themselves up there. That obviously swung the fight massively into the favor of the anti-PoE coalition in that fight. Once you wipe out one of the major flanks, and that was Scoia'tael. Scoia'tael is the key when PoE or CIR fight, shall I say, it's always CIR Scoia'tael together. So deleting that clump obviously put so much pressure onto Syndic. And talking about pressure onto Syndic, he is getting hunted down on his command mammoth. War Gods on top of him, Black Order on top of him. He is heading towards the southwest gate. That road got blocked. He cannot enter. He has 1 bar of health left on his command mammoth here. Are we going to see another infamous Syndic death on the command mammoth? He's getting closer and closer to that door. War God's doing what they can to slow him down. It's not going to be enough. A lot of the members of CIR that lived are going to be sacrificing themselves for that save there. But look at this. Shiro right on top of him. The members of Blackwater are going to be zoning through. I believe there's a hideout in this next zone.
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed to the
Yep,
southwest
this is
side.
yep.
And Syndic is not outlawed.
Okay, he can get in.
So
Yeah, and that's
yep.
the H&S one, right? Yes.
The
Hammer and sickle.
no, he doesn't actually have access to the hammer and sickle one.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, the CIR one only to the western side, which he's
Okay.
heading to. He's getting tagged. He has less than a well. He's got 1 bar left. He's gonna make it. He's fine. Not enough black.
Oh yeah, the changes went in, didn't they? Hideout changes came into effect today, so you have to go to your own alliance's hideouts.
Nope. You
No?
can still enter.
Okay. You just can't set home.
Yeah, you just can't set home.
Okay. So he doesn't have
don't know why.
access at all to that one?
No, it's not showing on the mini map. If you're spectating him and you press N to bring up the mini map, it's red, so it means he cannot enter.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, a little bit weird on that one.
Didn't expect that.
No, but I believe that is all the action.
Yeah, well, it's about time. We're going to have to wrap this up and get ready for the next show in 10 minutes.
Glorious. Well, a little bit of a lackluster showing in terms of battles, but if you're looking for more ZVZ coverage, you can head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AlbionTV, where we have all the Crystal League coverage of the 5v5s, 20 versus 20, the War Report. The Invasion Day coverage is also up there for your viewing. We also have some interviews, but mainly our interviews can be found elsewhere, can't they, Shozen?
Yes, they can be found on soundcloud.com/AlbionTV or any place where you can go ahead and listen to podcasts by simply typing in Albion TV in your search bar. You should get a number of interviews. We have over 100 of them up now, and some of them are pretty good.
There you go. Got time to burn. But what's coming up next? Anything?
Oh, yeah, right now, in 10 minutes, we're going to have the AO Daily Show. We're going to be talking about the patch that was released today, as well as a few other news tidbits. So go ahead and tune in for that in, I guess, 9 minutes now, as well as a raffle giveaway. After that show, we will be back again at 20 UTC with 5v5 Crystal League coverage with the great Taziki.
Glorious. So an action-packed showing once again for this evening on Albion TV. But for now, for the War Report, I'm out of here. Are we on tomorrow?
No.
We got a pickup show, remember? Are we doing it tomorrow?
We're gonna see when we have the time for that one. I can't confirm or deny that one yet. We have to do a couple things in the back end to make that extra ZVZ show happen. So
Roger.
we'll see what day looks the best this week, and maybe we'll pull that one out maybe tomorrow, and we'll let you know in game. We could even probably tweet that one out for you. But if you want to make sure you are aware of all the action that happens on this Twitch channel, go ahead and follow it. We'll send you a message. There you go.
Alrighty, we're out of here.